Archangel Michael says, "You are not ready for what is about to be revealed." A quiet storm has been moving toward you, unseen but deeply felt. Tonight, a single letter carries both the wound and the remedy, and it has already begun its journey into your hands. You may feel your heart racing, even now, as though it knows something you don't. The air feels heavier, time feels slower, and yet destiny is rushing toward you with unstoppable force. This letter is not an ordinary message, it is a divine release, a hidden truth long suppressed. Inside that folded piece of paper lies a confession meant only for you. It is written with trembling hands that once wronged you, but it also holds the medicine to mend what they shattered. The universe has conspired to bring this moment to life, so you can finally breathe without chains on your soul. When you open it, emotions will collide. Tears may stream as memories resurface, yet in that same moment, a warmth will flood your chest. The kind of warmth only heaven can place there. This is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to rebuild you from the ruins left long ago. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The writer of this letter has carried this burden for years. Nights were spent in sleepless torment, mornings began with regret. They knew that only by facing you, even through words, could they find their own redemption. But make no mistake, this is not about their healing. This letter is for you, to free you from chains you didn't put on yourself. It is heaven's way of telling you that what once broke you will soon be powerless against you. Every word inside is carved from guilt, but it also shines with hope. It speaks of moments they wish they could erase, decisions they regret, and love they never stopped holding for you in silence. It will feel like the past is opening its eyes again, but only to close them peacefully this time. The arrival of this message is no coincidence. Spiritual forces moved hands, guided paths, and orchestrated this moment so you wouldn't remain in the shadow of unanswered pain. The divine has written its signature between every line of that letter. Type Amen to get blessing 647. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven watched you suffer quietly for far too long. Your prayers, though whispered, were never ignored. And now, the response is coming, not in thunder or lightning, but in an envelope carrying both apology and healing. Your heart may resist it at first. Fear will whisper that you are not ready, that opening it will only reopen wounds. But understand this, the pain you'll feel is the last breath of old sorrow leaving your body forever. This message is a bridge connecting who you were to who you are becoming. It is the final piece missing from your freedom, the closing of a chapter you didn't deserve to live but survived with grace. Once read, you will not return to your old pain again. Destiny often hides its blessings in moments that sting before they soothe. This is one of those moments, a divine paradox meant to shatter illusions and birth truth, the kind of truth that lets your soul finally rest. Type Amen to get blessing 988. The person who wrote this knows that facing you directly would crush them. Their courage isn't enough to stand before your eyes, but their heart demanded that they put pen to paper. In this, heaven found a way to let truth travel without fear. You may wonder why it took so long, why now, after years of silence. The truth is that divine timing has no rush, no delay, it only delivers when the heart is ready to receive. And you, beloved, are now strong enough to read and rise. Every sentence in that letter carries a vibration only your soul will understand. When your fingers touch the paper, you'll feel a pulse, a rhythm of truth long overdue. Even before you unfold it, you will know its purpose. And when you read it, you will finally see the unseen hands of angels that guided this moment. It will feel as if heaven itself leaned down to whisper directly into your trembling heart. Type Amen to get blessing 432. This letter does not just speak of the past. Hidden within it is a promise for your future. A future where you are no longer chained to silent suffering, no longer haunted by unanswered questions. It will speak of love you thought had died, forgiveness you believed would never come. It will tell you that your worth was never lost, even when life tried to convince you otherwise. Archangel Michael says, "This is heaven's seal of restoration upon your life." The pain you endured was not unnoticed, and the time for your rising has come. The letter you are about to hold is the first light of dawn after a long night. You will not just read it, you will feel it sinking into your spirit, reshaping everything you thought you knew about that part of your life. Healing will not come as a gentle wave but as a flood washing away everything that held you down. Type Amen to get blessing 729. Behind every written word lies a trembling heart that still believes you deserve joy. They will confess things that make your chest tighten, but then they will speak life into you in ways no one has done before. You will understand things you were never told. Pieces of your life that never made sense will suddenly click into place. You will see that not all that was broken stayed broken. This message carries divine fingerprints. Even as it travels toward you, unseen forces shield it, ensuring it reaches your hands. The universe cannot risk you missing this moment. Your angels are already preparing you to receive it, to stand firm when emotions try to unbalance you. You are being readied to absorb its weight without collapsing under it. Type Amen to get blessing 801. Once you've read it, you won't return to who you were before. It will strip away false stories others made you believe. It will remove shame that never belonged to you. It will remind you of your strength, even when you thought you were weak. It will reveal that love, though delayed, has never abandoned you. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is not sending this to hurt you. It is sending it to finally end the hurt." The surprise may break you for a moment, but only to rebuild you into a stronger, freer version of yourself. This letter is not the end, it is the key unlocking a new life. And as you take that first step beyond old pain, you will feel angelic presence walking with you. Type Amen to get blessing 564. Your nights of wondering why are over. Your silent cries have been answered with written words from a soul who once failed you but now seeks to lift you. This is not just closure, it is a new beginning. The universe is returning something precious that was once stolen from you. Every tear you shed while reading it is a seed of healing being planted. And every line you read will water that seed until it blooms into peace. Soon, you will hold it in your hands. And in that moment, you will know heaven's timing was never late, it was perfect. Type Amen to get blessing 915. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, as you step closer to the moment of unfolding that letter, understand that what's coming is larger than human intention. This is a divine orchestration woven through years of silence and quiet longing. Even the smallest details, the timing of its delivery, the trembling of your hand when you first touch it, are guided by angelic hands unseen. This is more than a message from a single person. It is a message from heaven itself, choosing human words to deliver something greater. The words you will read will pierce through years of uncertainty and leave you trembling in both pain and relief. You may feel memories rushing back, moments you buried deep because they were too heavy to hold. But these memories will no longer carry their old weight. In the light of truth, they will dissolve, leaving only clarity and release behind. The healing will not wait until you are ready. The healing will happen the instant your eyes meet the words meant only for you. And once it begins, it cannot be stopped by fear, hesitation, or doubt. Type Amen to get blessing 1022. The writer struggled to find these words. Pages were torn, ink smeared with tears, entire sentences rewritten again and again. This was not a simple task of putting thoughts on paper, this was their soul unraveling, trying to find a way to reach yours. And yet, despite their fear, they kept writing. Something greater than guilt or sorrow drove them forward, a divine pull urging them to make this right. They knew that if they didn't deliver this letter, heaven itself would not allow them rest. Even as they sealed the envelope, their hands trembled. They knew once it left their grasp, there would be no turning back. What had been hidden would finally see light. And now that letter travels closer to you with every passing second. The footsteps of its journey echo in realms you cannot yet see. Type Amen to get blessing 1744. When it arrives, your entire world may feel as though it stops. The noise of life will fade, the air will thicken, and your spirit will know, this is it. This is the moment you've unknowingly waited for all these years. Do not underestimate the power of what is coming. This is not simply ink on paper, it is a vessel carrying fragments of fate, forgiveness, and freedom. Its arrival is heaven's proof that even after long darkness, light finds its way. You will not just read it with your eyes, your soul will read it first. Even before your mind processes the words, your spirit will already be releasing pain you thought you'd carry forever. Archangel Michael says, your healing is written, sealed, and unstoppable. This moment cannot be undone. It is heaven's promise written in human hands. Type Amen to get blessing 2891. Once the words sink in, something within you will shift forever. The burdens you have silently carried will finally begin to lift. It will feel like invisible chains snapping one by one until you are standing unbound, breathing deeper than you have in years. This release may not be gentle, it may crash over you like a tidal wave. But know that waves wash away, leaving shores cleansed and renewed. The pain of release is only temporary, but the peace it leaves will last a lifetime. You may find yourself crying harder than you ever have before. But these tears will not be of weakness, they will be the soundless hymn of freedom. With every tear shed, heaven's hands will hold you closer, reminding you that you are not alone. As you fold the letter shut after reading it, you will feel a presence beside you. That is the angel who delivered this moment, smiling softly, knowing their task has been fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 3517. Archangel Michael says, destiny is not arriving tomorrow, it is already moving toward you now. The energy surrounding you has shifted, even nature seems to whisper that change is near. This is heaven preparing your spirit for the impact of what's coming. Your future will no longer be weighed down by confusion. Old wounds will lose their sting, old fears their grip. A door long locked will creak open, and behind it is a horizon you never dared imagine. This letter is not only about healing, it is also about returning something sacred that was taken from you. It carries a key that will unlock blessings delayed by pain. The moment you accept its truth, the flow of abundance will surge like a river finally free of its dam. You will look back on this moment and see it clearly as the turning point of your life. And even then, you will know, it was not just human hands that wrote it. It was heaven's answer finally arriving at your door. Type Amen to get blessing 4128. Archangel Michael says, what you are stepping into now is a divine unraveling. The tightly bound threads of pain, confusion, and unanswered silence are loosening. Each line of that letter will pull another knot free until nothing binds you to the past anymore. The letter is more than words, it is a mirror. As you read, you will see parts of yourself you thought were lost forever. Strength you believed had died will suddenly pulse again, and love you thought could never return will quietly bloom in your heart. The person who wrote this has lived in silent regret. Every day without speaking this truth felt like another day trapped in a self-made prison. They wrote this letter not just for you but to break free themselves. When you finally read it, you will unknowingly release them too. This is not just your healing, it is theirs as well. Two souls, long separated by pain, will find a bridge through ink and paper blessed by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 4650. The delivery of this message is surrounded by protection. Forces of darkness have tried to block it, knowing how powerful it will be once you receive it. But no shadow can stop what heaven has decreed. Even the messenger who carries it is unknowingly guided by angelic hands. The route they take, the moment they knock on your door, the feeling you'll get right before opening it, none of it is random. Every detail is a divine signature. When you touch that envelope, your fingertips will feel warm. That is not just your own heartbeat, it is the energy of angelic presence surrounding it. Heaven itself is wrapped around that paper, ensuring its impact will be unshakable. And when you break the seal, you will hear silence, not emptiness, but the kind of silence where miracles prepare to speak. Type Amen to get blessing 5271. The letter will first bring tears. Your chest will tighten, your breath may quicken. It will feel like old wounds tearing open. But you must know this, those wounds were never truly healed, they were only covered. This is the moment of true healing, where the infection of old pain is finally removed. It may hurt as it leaves you, but when it's gone, you will feel lighter than you ever imagined possible. You might find yourself gripping the paper, holding it close, as if it were a lifeline. In truth, it is. It is heaven throwing a rope into the deep waters you've been swimming in for years, pulling you back to safe ground. Archangel Michael says, you will not drown in this moment, you will rise. And as you rise, blessings long delayed will rush to meet you, eager to fill the space pain once occupied. Type Amen to get blessing 5888. Once the truth has been released, the universe will respond swiftly. People who turn their backs on you will suddenly see your worth. Doors that remained stubbornly closed will begin to creak open. You will notice signs of favor following you everywhere. This is not coincidence, it is divine alignment triggered by the healing within you. When pain leaves, light has room to enter. And when light enters, miracles cannot be far behind. You will begin to laugh again, not the cautious laugh you've known, but a full, unrestrained sound that even you forgot existed. It will be the music of freedom echoing through your spirit. As you sleep after reading it, your dreams will shift. Angels will visit, washing away remaining shadows, preparing you for a dawn brighter than any you've ever seen. Type Amen to get blessing 6499. Archangel Michael says, this letter carries more than apologies, it carries a promise. A promise that what was lost will be restored. A promise that your tears were not wasted. A promise that heaven has always been watching, guiding, and protecting you through the storm. You will feel this promise in every word, every sentence. It will wrap around you like an embrace long overdue. It will make you believe again, not just in others, but in yourself, in life, in the possibility of love and trust reborn. This will not just change your emotions, it will change your path. Choices you thought were impossible will suddenly open up. Connections thought broken will miraculously repair themselves. And you will finally understand why it took this long, because the person you are becoming is exactly who heaven intended to receive this truth. Type Amen to get blessing 7123. The ripple effect of this letter will not stop with you. Those who once judged you without knowing the truth will learn of it, and hearts will soften. Enemies will lose their strength against you. Friends who drifted away will find their way back. Even generations to come will feel the shift. Your healing will break cycles of pain that could have stretched beyond you. The love and freedom you gain will flow to others like a river impossible to dam. This is heaven's justice, quiet but undeniable. It may not roar like thunder, but it reshapes destinies like rivers carving canyons. And as you look back on this moment, you will know, it was always meant to arrive, it was always meant to heal, and nothing in the universe could have stopped it. Type Amen to get blessing 7744. Archangel Michael says, every breath you take as you hold that letter is a countdown to freedom. The weight pressing on your chest for years will finally lift, like chains snapping one by one. You may tremble, but know this trembling is the breaking of old walls you no longer need. The letter carries an energy unlike anything you've felt before. It is heaven's whisper through human ink, reaching the deepest parts of your soul. As your eyes trace the sentences, you'll feel something invisible wrapping around you, love that was buried but never died. There will be a moment where time itself feels suspended. The world will blur as you sink into the message, and for those minutes, it will be only you, the letter, and the divine presence guiding you through it. Nothing else will matter, nothing else will exist. And when you finally read the last word, you will feel as if a storm has passed. A new stillness will settle over your spirit, not emptiness, but peace that fills every corner of your being. Type Amen to get blessing 8199. The writer of the letter is not just offering an apology, they are pouring out the truth they were too afraid to speak aloud. You will read things you never imagined, secrets that were locked away to protect you but ended up hurting you instead. Yet in these truths, you will find liberation. The lies that bound you will unravel, releasing a part of your spirit that was trapped in darkness. The pain they caused you will lose its sting the moment their honesty touches your heart. Heaven has chosen this exact timing because your strength has matured. Years ago, this letter would have crushed you. Now, it will lift you higher than you ever thought possible. You will hold it to your chest, feeling its power vibrate through your hands. That vibration is not from fear, it is the hum of divine energy setting your soul free. Type Amen to get blessing 8567. Archangel Michael says, when you awake in the morning after reading it, you will not be the same. The first rays of sunlight will feel different on your skin, lighter, almost holy. The heaviness you've carried like armor will be gone, and in its place will be a quiet strength unshakable by anyone or anything. People around you will notice the change. They may not know why, but they'll see it in your eyes, a glow, a peace, a new power they cannot explain. Some will be drawn to it, others may feel unsettled because they sense heaven's touch on you. Opportunities you thought were long gone will begin to reappear. Conversations you dreamed of having will unfold naturally. Healing will ripple through your relationships, reaching even those who hurt you the most. And most importantly, you will finally feel at home in your own heart. That letter will. Soul is free, blessings are no longer delayed. You will notice signs, unexpected calls, sudden messages, doors opening without you knocking. Every angel assigned to your life will move in perfect harmony, aligning events for your highest good. This letter is the key that unlocks not just healing but the cascade of miracles heaven has been storing for you. There will be moments of disbelief, where you wonder if it's truly real. But miracles rarely make sense at first, they only demand you receive them with open hands and a willing heart. Archangel Michael says, this is not an ending. This is the divine beginning you've been unknowingly praying for, and nothing will stop it from manifesting fully in your life. Type Amen to get blessing 9440. From this day forward, every step you take will feel lighter. The path that once seemed tangled will straighten beneath your feet. What once felt impossible will now seem destined. The letter is not just a message, it's a spiritual reset. It removes invisible barriers and restores the blueprint heaven wrote for your life before pain tried to rewrite it. Your story is no longer one of silent suffering, it is now a story of victory, divine justice, and unstoppable love. Angels will whisper your name in celebration as heaven watches you rise higher than ever before. This letter is proof that nothing truly lost remains lost in divine hands. It returns what was taken, repairs what was broken, and ignites a new fire in your spirit that will never burn out again. Type Amen to get blessing 9977.